This day has worked 0 days without an accident. Cool.
Hello,
I said this day, this
You
job.
look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Silver.
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Okay.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure.
Why now all of a sudden?
You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Fair.
Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now.
Nah, that was a
We're not
stupid
going
choice
anywhere
in
until I get
retrospect.
some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't.
That's true.
kill those
He
women.
isn't.
And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself.
I don't think he was lying for that.
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to be a point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable
He has snakeskin
town.
shoes. Wow.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like...
I'm not
a hero?
answering that shit.
Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't
Yep.
he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
No, how about that, fucker?
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to.
Oh,
keep
fuck
him
you,
around.
asshole. Ugh! Oh! The bad eye!
Arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Hit him right in the bad eye. Ugh. Watch. This is all a master plan by him. I should have killed him. I should have tossed him in the fucking silver. I should have. But I didn't. You know, something else is gonna happen.
I know.
Witching
I know.
Well Chamber?
We have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
I did it. Here he is.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you
What do
waiting
you have to say for yourself?
Here we go. Everyone pipes up at
Where the
once.
fuck do you get
What about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking
What a great
crook.
community I brought him back to.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
But he gave the
Georgie
order.
may have killed them, but
That's the only thing I could say
Do
here.
I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker?
Now it's going to
going to
divide the people between where they want him
Yeah,
and
you're
where
gonna
they
bring
want
that
this
shithead
guy.
in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Either I killed him.
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my
Go
rights,
ahead.
Miss White.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's
I
not
want to hear
how
what he
this
has to
works.
say.
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
All right, here we go. Nice laundry list of complaints.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical
And resisting
artifacts.
arrest.
And resisting arrest.
Throw that in there.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
I've thought this through.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one.
Let him
out of the
finish.
book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're in.
Everyone just
Let
shut
him
up for a
finish.
minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
We have to give him a fair
The
shake.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's right.
Let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You
fuck?
really
Are you people
Justice.
stupid? You
If
can't
we're
take
ever
away
going
that
to
right.
Pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly.
Yeah, nobody
even
likes
when
that
they don't
idea.
deserve it.
But if it was them, they would want that, of
This
course.
is ridiculous.
Why'd we take the cuffs off?
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Let him talk.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
You've
once.
always been a bit
not
of
what
a
he said.
pancake.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
And what was
I
that?
would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking
It was a
about?
trap, though.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Shit.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with
Stall
this.
for time.
I see, you want to cut right to the
Or maybe
point.
not.
I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me
Yeah,
who
you
put
wanted
you in that
that.
position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Unfortunately, the Crooked Man kind of has a
Your
point.
government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street.
Unfortunately, we are not in the
Sad
right
to look
here.
out for you,
And he knows it. That's why he wanted to be taken in.
Yes, but
wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about?
Oh, yeah, that was the one place we fucked
Her
up.
story is not uncommon.
Yeah,
She
we
left
fucked up there.
everything
She's
she
not gonna
had
side
in
with
the
me.
homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
Fucking Snow White.
my
You didn't think this through,
I
Snow
got
White.
her tree back, and in turn we
You didn't
used to
think it
match
through.
poor Fable's gain.
Ah,
Because I helped her, she was able to make a
fuck.
living, provide for herself.
He's gonna completely
And what
destroy
did
me
they
here.
do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
Fuck.
you burned it down?
You see?
We were wrong. We shouldn't have done that to you.
I stand by our reasons.
No.
She was helping Crane and
Shit.
the Crooked Man, but we could have handled the situation better. And I'm
Sorry I
for
won't bring the tree
What
back.
choice did I have?
Oh, I shouldn't have burned that
You
tree.
can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting.
Why do I feel like we're on trial
exploiting
now?
your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Yes, I got Beast.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of
Yes,
the
I got
town is
this
over.
guy.
And those
Sweater
girls
vest.
will have their justice.
I fucked up on Auntie Greenleaf. I'm not gonna lie, I did. Bravo.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby
From
got
a dead
confession
man.
that-
Confession that
Yeah.
nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
I was the only one. He's dead.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable?
Yeah,
for big
she should.
actions as well.
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten.
No. He was
Under
not.
my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy
Yes,
mayor
that should
when
go on
happened.
Crane.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear.
Yeah, Crane was in charge back then.
Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior?
No,
but
that
I must perish
was
for-
This
different.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never
So what
happened.
was the order?
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
And back to
This
anarchy.
is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your life?
Come on, it was over.
Who was there while they idly played in their towers?
Fuck.
Judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Ugh.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be
Bigby? Miss White!
Oh wait, Narissa.
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure...
Oh,
I
it was
had the
looking
chance to
bad.
say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard,
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up.
Ooh, shit.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these
Yeah, the
damn
spell's
ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
No, she committed suicide.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa. My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room
Oh.
when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole.
Oh.
And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie
You are
do
winning
it.
the
It was
crowd,
always
yes.
him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
Yes.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Dude, these guys
Nah,
sway
that's
so
too
easily.
fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting
Yeah,
what
that was
you
a bad
deserve.
thing to say.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
she's the
about?
only one
He's
on his
guilty.
side.
I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Too dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him away.
Everyone, listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't
Yeah, we
suggesting
should
yourself.
vote.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Well, what? You want me or her to say it?
Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me. I
Oh.
guess it does.
Okay.
If everyone agrees.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, everyone voted on it.
Mr. Wolf, it's
Good.
your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
I don't know.
Yes.